Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, outsiders and in-betweeners. My name is Cameron Harris, and I am running for mayor of Chicago in the 2027 election cycle. Tonight, we will be making gumbo. What it really goes to, and we'll start our chicken. But speaking of things that are giant, our rampant crime, and I mean more specifically our organized crimes, like our gangs that, patrol our neighborhoods. And before I touch on the gangs, I would like to mention that I never really considered that the economic causes that encourage men to join gangs are the same economic pressures that encourage women to become prostitutes. And I would like to take this moment to thank Tyler, a homeless man who lived, or I guess stayed at Pacific Gardens. I'm sorry, I don't know why I always call it Pacific Gardens Homeless Center in Chicago, because he really opened my eyes to that. Because I never I don't know, I guess I've never noticed or thought about our prostitution problem until now, when I've started to really notice the increase of gang activity in our neighborhoods, right? Patrollers and dealers on our public transportation, right? Like, you get on the train, red line, blue line, green line, pink line, brown line. It goes on and on and on. You get on any of them, and there are drug dealers going up and down the trains. Weed, ZA, squares, H, X, terrifying. Well, not, we'll get there at that point. But that also has increasingly made me worry for our homeless populations within the city, because I have noticed that these dealers are preying on their uses of heroin more regularly now. But I've noticed, I believe that they are cooperating with each other. You know what I mean? You'll see them with their backpacks passing stuff to each other. You see that one guy at the end of the car who collects all the money. That's a gang. And I see you. And I really find the open corruption in our police department distasteful, because I have seen our police and train watch enforcement shaking hands literally on name basis with these drug dealers. And this is why these people are not prosecuted, and why they continue to flagrantly wave this stuff in our faces on the train like this, because none of us appreciate this, going to work, going to school. This is why so many of these kids are getting involved with these groups, because they see this stuff for 4 years straight, going to school, going to high school, right? And they see these people day in, day out. They're there when they get on the bus. They're there when they get off the bus. These people never get arrested. So as far as your little teenager is concerned, there are no consequences for running around with these people. But there are. And there really, really are. But it is spreading from our public transportation into our cities, into our neighborhoods. And that is a sign of the real sickness of it, of how deep these gangs are rooting themselves again. Because I have gone grocery shopping in Walmart, and literally I've had a dude walk up behind me and be like, "Hey bro, you want to buy some weed?" And it's I'm here grocery shopping with my grandma. Get away from me. I've heard them at night. I'll be working in the yard. I swear to God, I heard a dude in my alley calling out weed, weed, walking around. And it really disgusts me because I like the music of Herbie Hancock, and he has a lovely song. I love that song to bits, Watermelon Man. And the story of how Watermelon Man got made was, as a child, Herbie Hancock would hear the Watermelon Man come up the alley, and the Watermelon Man, to let people know he was there, would sing a little jingle that didn't have any words. But Herbie Hancock decided that he loved the song so much that he would finish it for the man. And that's how the song Watermelon Man got made. But in our modern era, we have replaced the Watermelon Man with the Weed Man in our neighborhoods. And I do not stand for that. But I believe that the way to handle organized crime in our neighborhoods is to organize our neighborhoods. I believe that our neighborhoods should have the abilities to patrol and defend themselves. Like when our founding fathers dictated that we should have a well-drilled, organized militia, like this is what they were referring to in order to like be able to defend ourselves and our communities against other organized negative influences like gangs. I do not believe in the use of firearms, but I am a great admirer in the Sikh philosophy of nonviolence, but the willingness to protect each other. I love the culture and romance around the kirpan, and I believe that the militias within our neighborhoods should be armed with, similar style of blades, 7-inch long blades, your average kitchen knife, 7 to 9-inch long blades to be able to, capture, arrest, and defend ourselves. I am a appreciator of the teachings of Guru Gobind Singh,